lot of AAA RPGs feel like the most boring chore in the world to play. Maybe they promise a lot of exploration and expansive areas, but end up feeling lifeless, boring, and barren. Other times, the game can be plagued with incredibly mediocre, dull, copy-paste gameplay that could have easily been in a game from a decade ago, where the dialogue and writing makes you cringe so hard your intestines shoot up into your esophagus. On days like those, you need to turn that shit off and play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The ironic thing about KCD2 is how much of its identity is owed to realism. Doing work that requires manual labor, having hunger, stamina consumption, and sleep deprivation systems, and performing mundane tasks and chores. And yet, the game is incredibly fun to play. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has you start out as Henry, a loyal companion and escort to Hans Capen, given the task of delivering a letter to a castle in the medieval setting of Bohemia. Misfortune occurs. Shit. The boys are turned away from the castle, they get into a hilarious brawl at a tavern and are punished at the pillories. Have you ever read a book or watched a TV show that feels like the equivalent of being thrown into the open ocean expecting you to swim to shore when your only swimming experience was in the inflatable pool in your backyard that you accidentally took a shit in? This is a lot like that. Henry has been stripped of all his possessions and clothing. He stinks, he looks suspicious in his shorts, and he needs to find a way into a royal wedding. How the fuck? I love that the game absolutely refuses to hold your hand. It is so hard in the first few hours because you've been thrown into all these complicated progression systems and menus. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to fight. I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. I'm horny, but I need money. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna gamble at dice, baby! Come on, show me the ones. Show me the ones. Oh, shit. Do your wife and kids know that you're gambling all your life savings right now? Oh, ma, are you yanking my pizzle? Come on, show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah. Go tell your wife and kids are all homeless, kurva. Figuring out how to build Henry's reputation and character from the ground up is where this game really excels. You're gonna get the shit kicked out of you. Everyone's gonna turn you away. You're gonna have to shovel poo to get paid. But if you're patient and take a bit of time to figure out the progression and skill systems, along with the scope of what Henry is capable of, you're gonna have an incredible time. Come on, hit me, Mo Sakura. I the key, now shake it, egg. Run, you fools. Run! Oh, kurva, let me just... Yeah, I need a shower and someone to yank my pizzle. Oh, yeah. 3 hours? Hold nap, rub more oil on knees. KCD2's approach to playing the game is so liberating. You're not forced to play any one particular way. In fact, the game points you in the direction of a couple main quests to follow if you want to advance, but they've deliberately been placed so far out so that you're made to interact with the areas around you and explore them however you want. A sign of a good open world game. You'll start to rack up side quests. You gotta find your dog, you gotta steal a maypole, you gotta beat someone up, but you can pick and choose whatever you want to do, and the game is designed in such a way that you can start to focus on a couple particular skills as part of Henry's many mechanics. Do you want to focus on getting better at combat? We got a quest for that. You want to focus on being better at pickpocketing, stealing people's hard-earned cash, and lockpicking? We got a quest for that. You want to roll more dice? Damn the quests and just play dice, bruv! You want to protect a ram named Ignatius from being eaten by a pack of wolves? We got a quest for that! Live, Ignatius! Live! The dialogue has got to be one of my favorite things about this game, and that is hard for me to actually like, you know? A lot of games will hit you with the...
Are you trying to have sex with me?
Oh, wow. In my daydreams, this is where you lean over me and slap the wall.
Kingdom Come 2's dialogue genuinely feels like it was written by people who know how basic conversation works. There are a lot of NPCs in this game, and because of that, you do unfortunately get those really robotic expressions that you see in games like Starfield or Horizon Zero Dawn, and normally I'd skip the dialogue because people are endlessly talking, but nothing is actually being said. In KCD2, the writing and voice acting keeps me glued to the screen. The game knows when to command your attention and when to pull its punches in favor of a more lighthearted tone. It's also so damn funny, especially Henry.
How do you imagine the forces of evil?
A pig's face, warts all over, and a nasty smell coming from its mouth. Kind of like your mum.
My mum's dead.
So's mine.
If you level your speech high enough, you can talk your way out of crimes like...
I just wanted to hug her before I took that dog in. It was abused. I can stink as much as I want.
Aye, you can.
Remember when I said the gameplay thrives on feeling realistic? Games that do that can go one of two ways. You can either go the Starfield route, where you have the shittiest fast travel system in the world, where you can explore hundreds of planets but end up discovering absolutely nothing, where you can try using stealth by going invis and... What the fuck? Or you can go the fun route, which KCD2 absolutely nails. You know how some games will have you mash a button to abandon your daughter?
Mother, please!
Nah, check this out. You gotta sharpen your sword by moving it back and forth with the left analog stick on a wheel that you repeatedly spin by spamming L2, and you also gotta tilt your sword with the right analog stick so that sparks start flying, which is a good thing, but if you tilt it too far, you'll damage the sword. Why? Why does the game let me do that? Why does the game have me whistle different tunes depending on the tempo at which I hammer weapons at the blacksmith? Why is it that when I stink a horse shit and try to perform stealth, my rancid ass stench gives away my location?
What, stink? I hope it's not me.
Because when you make a grounded setting for a video game, attention to detail is always important. There are so many things you can do that feel complicated at first, but the entire aspect of learning these systems is what makes the game fun. Lockpicking, archery, brewing potions, pickpocketing, hand-to-hand combat. These are all things I struggled to do when I tried them, but eventually I was moving my analogs more precisely during lockpicking. I was making perfume so I could smell good for the ladies. I was ducking and weaving swords like a straight man in a gay bar. You better watch it, son. What I love the most about KCD2 is how these slower moments can just as quickly escalate into intense, thrilling action. The storytelling is absolutely top-notch, a tale of war riddled with Henry's own personal desire for revenge. There are moments in this game where you'll be blown away by the set pieces. The stakes will skyrocket, the twists will catch you off guard, and you'll be on the edge of your seat more times than you realize, which is why these relaxed sections in between are so welcome. I spent 20 hours toiling about exploring and doing side quests before I even decided to pursue the main story, which is something I last remember doing in Breath of the Wild. Again, you get to play the game how you want, but it always helps when the plethora of things to do is so engaging, so fun. If you enjoy good-ass games, play this game. If you like the lived-in world and varied quest design of Red Dead Redemption 2, play this game. If you like the writing and dialogue in Baldur's Gate 3, play this game. And if you enjoy motherfucking Breath of the Wild, play this game. Now, I gotta go back to my dice. I bet 500 monies on this.
Luck is on my...
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Get away with it.
Hadouken!